I fucking
Hey, Jake.
love this movie. I love this movie, and you're my favorite part.
Thank
And
you.
I beg to do this interview. Can I see the mask again?
Oh, for sure.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'm geeking out. All right, man. I got 1,000 questions for you, so I'm going to jump into this.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I wanted to start out talking about the game and how sort of being a part of this movie could potentially forever change your experience playing the game. From here on out, when you roll into an arcade and you slide a quarter into that machine and you're tasked with picking your player, do you forever feel obligated to pick the character that you played in this movie? Is it kind of like cheating on your character if you pick anyone else?
Absolutely.
That's funny. That's funny. I have not tried that.
Well, that's a huge task, man. First, you got to go out and find an arcade. And then, you got to get a quarter, disinfect that quarter.
I think you're right. By the way, Jake, go into an arcade and put a quarter into the. I mean, dude, that's my era, but I don't think kids do that anymore, dude.
I also just think, imagine being sprung at an arcade playing yourself. Like someone catches you playing Kano in an arcade. It's like, oh my God, this guy.
I think if there's nobody's around me, I probably just being sneaky and sleeky try to play Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion. But of course, if a lot of people are around me, I'm just gonna say, yo, I'm in a character the whole time. Even the movie's done, I'm here. I am your Sub-Zero. But I gotta be sneaky, man. I gotta be sneaky sometimes because Hanzo Hasashi, Scorpion, he's pretty awesome too.
I fell in love with Jax long before I got the role. And so, but then obviously like the passion and the love affair and the synchronicity between Jax and I has obviously enhanced since I got the role. And I played the game 1,000 times in preparation for the movie. And I tried to play with other characters and it just didn't feel right. It just kind of felt like, it felt like cheating. And I felt like Jax was somewhere in the ether, like really hurt about the whole
single tear rolled down his cheek.
Yeah, a single tear rolled down his cheek, and he took his metal, titanium hand, and he wiped his face, and it was just horrible. It felt awful inside.
Oh,
thank you for understanding, Jake. I appreciate that.
I always select Liu Kang. I always played Liu Kang. He's like one of the most powerful and cheapest characters in the game, and you're just used to his moves that never changes. Before the movie started, I got a Switch, bought MK11, and played Liu Kang for 3 months. That was the bulk of my training.
And what I might do as revenge is I might play as Sonya and then just let myself get my ass kicked.
That's a very good point.
Yeah, I might have just let everyone watch and be like, not so tough now, is she?
I think I would play any character because they're all amazing. They're all cool. And of course, I have my special character right now, which is Kung Lao, right? I love to play with him. But yeah, in general, all of the characters are so interesting. They all have their own background stories. So yeah, anytime, any character.
I was sort of thinking about how screwed I would be if I was ever chosen to be a fighter, because there is not a single character in Mortal Kombat whose ass I could kick. Because if you're chosen, you want to be able to fight someone who you have the best chance of beating up. If you guys were chosen to be a part of Mortal Kombat, who do you think you would want to fight because you think you could actually beat them? Whose ass do you realistically think that you could kick?
That's a question that goes into danger.
First of all, I gotta say we've been doing this for 2 days. First time we heard that question. Awesome.
Realistically, I love that you've got realistic. In Mortal Kombat, who realistically do you think you could be? Nobody. I mean, they all have superpowers.
I know, exactly.
Well, you could have the superpower of a can-do attitude.
Oh my God. That honestly might be the most American thing I've ever heard.
It's also, what time is it in Australia, Josh? It's too early for him to have a can-do attitude.
Are you kidding me? A can-do attitude? It's true. It's true. I love it. I mean, you need to write a self-help book, man. This is great.
I'd just like to beat Kano in real life too, I think, because he's such a
Honestly, it's so much fun. You can drink all you want. You get to shoot your mouth off. It's really fun.
Now that sounds like being an American.
Yeah, that's true. Touche. Touche.
You got to start at the top. You know, you got to take out the dude at the top, and then once that happens, it's kind of like, all right, now I can get my grounding. You know what I mean? So yeah, obviously Mehcad Brooks. You know, I think I got to fight Mehcad Brooks first off the bat, and I'm gonna do it when his arms are off, and that will be. That would be my first.
Well, he's just gonna like come at you like the Black Knight from like Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I don't know what he's gonna do, and you know, I'm not underestimating him. So,
it would just be like weird kicks and headbutts at that point.
Just a flesh wound.
I would love to fight one-on-one with Cole Young.
Yes.
I think I have a chance. I don't know. Maybe I have a chance because you've seen the movie. It takes time for him to find his arcana because then he's fresh. So he doesn't have experience. So I think I have a good chance to, finish him to him.
I'm interviewing him on Tuesday, and I'm going to tell him you said that. I've been playing. I'm going to tell him. I'm absolutely going to tell him. I will do.
Please do.
I don't want to start shit, but I talked to Joe last week, and he chose Cole Young because he said he would have the best chance at kicking Cole Young's ass.
Well, you know what? I would love that opportunity, and I think that Joe is an incredible martial artist, and I respect Joe very highly. But I'm not willing to shy away from a fight, and if we ever got some gloves on, and I would love to do that. It would be an honor.
Well, I'm always up for a challenge, man. I would either go for Goro or from the movie. I like to take on Reiko one more time.
Oh,
I mean, the person that played him was literally huge. There's no CG involved in that. He's actually like 8 feet tall, walking around 300 pounds regular. That's on a skinny day.
So you're not taking the cheap way out. Like you're thinking like, let's go all in. Let's see what happens.
No, man, it's Mortal Kombat. You got to fight for life.
Yeah, I'm always up for challenges. So Goro would be the first pick to go. But also would like to kick Johnny Cage's ass because he talks too much.
I'm going to confess to you, I actually have been playing the Mortal Kombat soundtrack in my apartment all week, their original 95 soundtrack. And I've discovered that all of my boring life tasks and chores are officially made cooler if you blast that iconic sort of Mortal Kombat song in the background. So I was wondering, what is a really lame, boring aspect of your life that you think would be made better if it just had the Mortal Kombat song playing in the background?
For me, it would be looking for my keys.
And where you're holding them, you just go flawless victory.
Flawless victory. That's it. Because there's a good climax to that at the end.
Waiting in line at the grocery store. For out loud for everyone else to hear as well. Getting really amped up.
I think I would like to hear it when I'm in the bathroom because then that way I'll finish up quicker. That'd be a flawless victory in the end.
Max, that sounds pretty explosive. You know what I found is clipping toenails is sweet when you're on Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
I don't have a dish. I don't use a dishwasher at my house. I just wash my dishes by my hand, and I try not to use too much water and stuff. And I'm just trying to be environmental friendly, right? But I think about a lot of stuff while I'm washing dishes, and the water's running over my hands, and I just think about things. And I think if I played the Mortal Kombat soundtrack during that moment, I think that I could have some pretty amazing inspiration.
I started gardening last year during the quarantine, and so I could see myself telling the seeds that they've been chosen for combat.
just caressing the basil plant and just telling it how it's gonna grow into this beautiful. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, fatality.
Probably working nonstop for 2 hours, no sleep, and then I have to go back to the set 4 a.m. when the pickup comes, and then the car comes to my door. I just need to, put my headphone and turn the music on, and then. Oh,
I'm in.
It will charge me. It will charge me 100% again for sure.
As we wrap up, I want to talk about the moment in the film where I got chills, where you officially get to say, I am Sub-Zero. You have to know that's going to be a killer moment, a needle drop moment. Yeah. You have to know it's likely going to be in the trailer. How do you prepare for how you're going to actually deliver that line? Which word you're going to put emphasis on, or how serious or fun you want to have with it?
Well, that part is in the ADR. In ADR, we did it during the shoot, but in ADR, someone like want me to do it again, and then because I don't sound like this in the movie because I changed the voice, and someone can like change the voice, make it more heavy and dry and stuff like that. In my mind, when I say that, it's like I am Sub-Zero. It's like I am the best in Lin Kuei. I'm the best in Oddworld, Earthrealm, and Edenia. I'm gonna be the number one in this competition. So the confident, almost like intimidating, but at the same time, it's impossible for you to beat me because I am unbeatable. So that's probably the feeling that I delivered. Yeah.
Dude, I got to tell you, they're giving me the rap. This is the best video game movie I've ever seen in my life. Warner Brothers was kind enough to set up a screening for me. I got to see it on the big screen. I was in a theater by myself, cheering and screaming. I'm going to pay to go back so I can see it with a crowd. It's incredible. You kick so much ass, and I genuinely love the movie. And I always tell people, I do junkets all the time, and if I don't like a movie, I just don't really say much about it. I love this movie. So thank you so much for taking the time for this interview, man. I appreciate it. I tried to ask you some questions you hadn't heard 10,000 times before, but I appreciate your time.
You did.
And
you achieved it. You achieved it.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Victory, Jake. That was
yes.
Victory.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Bye, Sarah.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.